What up, folks? It's your pal, Coach Vino, and this is the Glass Half Full podcast where we turn setbacks into comebacks. Let's go.
Yo, 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 everybody goes through setbacks, but don't let these setbacks make you take a step back. Step back from the situation, put your brush down, envision the picture you're faith in, because everybody goes through setbacks.
All right. Welcome back to the podcast. I am Coach Vino, the people's bartender, and your certified coach from the Boogie Down Bronx. So I hope everybody's well since the last time we hung out. I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Things are great. As we're recording this podcast today, not cocktail, that's my YouTube channel. As we're recording this podcast, I'm feeling good because my New York Knicks have advanced to the next round. They beat the crap out of the Atlanta Hawks. Sorry, my friends in Atlanta. My favorite team in the world, the New York Yankees, are rolling along, have another great season. Aaron Judge is doing what he does. And outside of sports, look, my daughter just made high honors again, and that's just, as a dad, that's God, it feels so great to see them do so well, you know what I'm saying? But, this all brings me to what I want to talk about today, and it's something that's simple. It's a simple concept, but it's a powerful concept, and that is gratitude. And I know that sometimes, when people hear the word gratitude, they start tuning out, they're like, this is kind of cliche. Maybe you think it's like a little too soft, a little too basic. Like, yeah, sure, I'll be thankful. I get it. Yeah, I'm grateful, But let me tell you something. Real gratitude, okay, like legit gratitude, that takes mental discipline. Because it's easy to focus on what's wrong. It's easy to notice what you don't have, what didn't work out, what's stressing you out, what's missing, this, that, and the third. See, the human brain is naturally wired to scan for problems. And while that might have helped us once upon a time, back when we were cavemen, if you're not careful, it can also train you to overlook the good things that do exist in your life. Okay. And that's where gratitude comes in. Okay. Gratitude, this is the thing I always tell people. Gratitude isn't about pretending that life is perfect. Gratitude is choosing to acknowledge that even in an imperfect life, there are still things worth appreciating. And one of the simplest ways to start building that kind of mindset is this, and this is what I do. Okay, this is what I do. I'm practicing what I preach here. Every day, I identify 3 things that I'm grateful for, and you need to do the same thing, right? And it could be simple. Like I said, my Knicks advanced to the next round. My Yankees are doing great. My daughter's made high honors. My daughter made high. That's it. That's 3 things. And I'm so grateful for them, and they make me happy. That's it. Just 3. But here's what people overcomplicate things. They think that gratitude has to be huge. Okay, and as I just showed you, it doesn't have to be. They think they have to. I'm grateful for my dream house. I'm grateful that I had some, massive, breakthrough, a huge promotion. No. Sometimes gratitude is small. It's your health. I mean, that's no small thing, but it's something we don't think about. It's a good cup of coffee. It's the pleasure of just hearing your kid laugh, or having a conversation with someone that lifted your spirits. Or just having another day to try it all again. Just waking up in the morning. Little things like that matter. Things that you don't think about. Because life is mostly made up of little things. And when you train your brain to recognize those moments, something powerful starts to happen. Your perspective starts to shift. You begin noticing abundance when you only saw lack. Now listen, this doesn't mean you stop pursuing bigger goals. This is not what this is about. Gratitude is not about complacency. Am I saying that right? Complacency? You guys know what I mean, right? Anyway, from the Bronx, what do you want me to do? Anyway, look, you can be ambitious and be grateful. You can want more while appreciating what you already have. In fact, gratitude often creates a healthier foundation for you to get more, for growth. Because when you're constantly operating from deficiency, like I'm behind, I'm lacking, I'm not enough, that energy can create desperation. But gratitude is what grounds you. It reminds you that while you're still building, you're not empty. You know what I'm saying? And that mindset changes how you move. Now, let me share 3 daily gratitudes that I think can serve anybody, help anybody. Okay? First, have gratitude for life itself. Now, I know that sounds broad, like it doesn't have a real target, but seriously, you woke up today. How fire is that? You've got an opportunity, another shot, another chance to make changes, to love people, to learn, to grow. I gotta tell you something, that alone is very significant. Because the odds are against you. Not everybody gets another day. So before you rush off and start complaining, acknowledge the simple, unbelievably beautiful gift of just being here right now. The second thing you can do is gratitude for people who bring meaning to your life. Family, friends, mentors, your kids, your partner, whoever it is. Relationships are most often the richest part of our lives. And too many people don't fully appreciate them until something changes. Right? Somebody passes away, someone leaves you, whatever the case might be. Then all of a sudden we appreciate the relationship more. So make it a habit to notice it now. Who supports you? Who loves you? Who makes your world better? Be grateful for them while they're still here. And the third thing you could do is just have gratitude for the process, okay? Not perfection, the process. Maybe you're not where you want to be yet. I'm not where I want to be yet. But I'm wiser than I used to be. And so are you. And you're stronger than you used to be. And you're probably more self-aware than you used to be. Most of us are. But we don't think about it. We don't realize it. We don't have gratitude. Think about it. Have you survived things that you thought were going to break you? Yeah, you probably have. And that matters. Growth deserves gratitude too. Because progress is proof that you're evolving. Okay? And here's the beautiful part. When you practice gratitude on a daily basis, you start developing emotional resilience. Okay? Bad days still happen. Stress still happens. Life is still going to throw punches at you. But gratitude is going to give you balance. It's going to remind you that one difficult moment, it doesn't erase everything good. And over time, this practice can genuinely reshape your mindset. Okay? Because what's going to happen? I'll tell you what's going to happen. You're going to become less reactive. Okay? You're going to be less consumed by negativity. And God knows there's a lot of negativity out there. We get enough of it. Don't create it yourself. And you're less likely to take things for granted. That's why I started this podcast off with my gratitude. And I do it every day. Okay? And no, it doesn't solve every problem. I've still got problems. Plenty of problems. We all do. But it can absolutely change the lens through which you experience your life. Okay? So here's what I want you guys to do, right? At some point today, whatever time, morning, evening, whatever, after lunch, before dinner, in the shower, while you're taking a shit, I don't know, whenever you want to do it, I want you to pause, okay? I want you to ask yourself, what are 3 things I'm grateful for today? And keep it simple, but be honest, okay? Be honest. And then I want you to do that consistently. Because sometimes the smallest daily habits create the biggest long-term transformation. Okay? Gratitude is not going to erase your struggles. Let's understand that. But it will remind you that your struggles, my struggles, his struggles, her struggles, they're not the whole story. All right? They're not the whole story. You got this. Well, that's all I got for you folks. If you enjoyed today's podcast, I'd appreciate if you left a review so you can help Coach Vino feed the hungry algorithm. If you or someone you know might want to work with Coach Vino, you can visit my website, coachvinollc.com. You can also follow the podcast on social media where I share more of my thoughts in bite sizes. And it gives me an opportunity to directly interact with you guys, which I absolutely love. So I'm here and air and everywhere at Coach Vino Podcast. And remember, folks, if nobody else tells you, Coach Vino appreciate you. Cheers.
And express what I'm feeling in a hip-hop form. But I was born to succeed, so as long as I breathe, ain't nobody on this earth gonna crush my dreams. Yo, this might be the end of the verse, but this is just the start of a new beginning. Word.